All right, there we go. We are live. So let's see here. Bumblebee already in the chat. What's up, Bumblebee? Saying racing and WrestleMania all weekend. I'm happy. Hey, there you go. It was WrestleMania last night. Didn't get to see it myself, but that is definitely really cool. We'll do a little chat check here. Make sure the chat is working on both ends. Looks like mine is going through. See if one goes through on the other end. Rodney Collier saying, "What's up, BB? NASCAR not the only motorsport to have issues with bad calls from officials. Anyone who watched the F1 race from Australia, terrible. Jensen Button called it entertainment." So there you go. More sports entertainment in the racing community. I did see a few things about the F1 deal. I don't know exactly what happened. Maybe there was a red flag when they could have just ran the race out under caution or something like that. Sure what the deal was with that, but definitely a lot of uproar about that. And Rodney also saying go number 5 and number 22. So he is pulling for, of course, Kyle Larson today and Joey Logano. Two possibly good picks there. At least one of them is definitely a good pick. Looking at the numbers here, oh yeah, they're both in the top 11 for sure. So both of them I think are going to be good picks. Good chance to go. Jeff Henson, what's up, man? Good to see you on here. All right. Stupid Roofer is in the house too. What's up, Stupid? Hiya, fellas and lady. Good to have you on here as always, Roofer. All right. So with that, let's jump into the numbers, and then I will jump into the chat. With an average finish of 3.8, Martin Truex Jr. is going to be your top pick here in the last 5 races at Richmond, of course. Denny Hamlin is going to be second with 4.2. Christopher Bell will be third at 6.0. Joey Logano is fourth at 6.8. But I want to take a moment to look at those first 3 there. They are all Joe Gibbs Toyotas. So looking like it's going to be a strong chance for a Toyota and a really strong chance for a Joe Gibbs Toyota to go to victory lane for those playing the old DK at home. Joey Logano, like I said, is fourth with a 6.8. Chase Elliott, who's not in the race, at a 8.0. Of course, Josh Berry will be filling in for him. Kyle Busch at 6 at an 8.2. Kevin Harvick, 8.4 and 7th. Alex Bowman, 10 even. Average finish. Clint Boyer not in the race. Austin Dillon, 10 even, and those are your top 10. Kyle Larson, Brad Keselowski, Ryan Blaney, Eric Almirola, and William Byron round out your top 10 in average finish. If we're going for wins, Brad Keselowski, Alex Bowman, Kevin Harvick, Denny Hamlin, and Martin Truex Jr. have been your previous 5 winners. And if we're going with most top 5s, it's going to be Martin Truex and Denny Hamlin with Martin Truex Jr. and Denny Hamlin with 4, Christopher Bell with 3, Joey Logano with 3, Chase Elliott with 3, Kevin Harvick with 2, Austin Dillon, Kyle Larson, William Byron, Chris Buescher, Alex Bowman, Brad Keselowski all have 1 apiece. Now let's take a look at laps led. Laps led by far is going to be led by Denny Hamlin with 476 laps led. Joey Logano has 317 laps led. Martin Truex Jr. has 267 laps led. Brad Keselowski at 217. And the only other 2 in the hundreds are going to be Ryan Blaney at 129 and William Byron at 122. Almost at 100 are going to be Kevin Harvick with 96 and Ross Chastain with 84. So there you go. There are your numbers for the Richmond race. So obviously, the numbers are telling you to pick a Toyota and to pick either Martin Truex Jr. or Denny Hamlin or Christopher Bell. So flip a coin there. Those are definitely going to be your top performers. Don't sleep on Brad Keselowski. Brad Keselowski has a sneaky good average finish here and a sneaky. He's got wins. He's led 217 laps. I like him there. Ryan Blaney is another one. Ryan Blaney is another one that has a good average finish here and has led a lot of laps. And William Byron, he's led a lot of laps too, and a good average finish. So all those guys are good picks. Excuse me. So let's see what the old DK has to say about it. See if they have anything going on here. Oh, did I delete the app? Nope, there it is. So let's see. Jump into the comments and see what everybody has to say about it before we go to the DK. From Coeur d'Alene says Cassandra Keller. What's up, Cassandra? And what's up, Coeur d'Alene? Robin Mark says, "You're early. Howdy, y'all from Canada. I need to get my coffee. My brain ain't really working yet. Yeah, we had a long night in the late model side of things. My brain's not working yet either. Sore and tired, but I'm here. Let's see here. F Toyota says Roushko #1. So if you don't want to pick Toyota, that's what I was pointing out. Brad Keselowski is going to be a good pick there. So is William Byron. Yeah, obviously, I know from your name, you're not going to pick a Chevrolet either. But Ryan Blaney and Brad Keselowski look really good as picks if you're going with the Ford route there. Good morning to all. Bowman for the win, says Joey for the win, 321. So Joey for the win is picking Bowman there. Bumblebee saying what's up. Cassandra Robin 07 says Roofer. Joshua Pittman, I called Toyota owners. It's called Toyota owners 400 for a reason, says Joshua Pittman. So there you go. Jeff Henson says second is the first loser. So that's a fact. David Nyhoff says, does Blaney pull this out of his slump today? It's a good chance. He's got a good average finish here, and he's led a bunch of laps here for sure. Let's see. I got Truex all day, says Roofer. Hi, Bumblebee. And Roofer says Cassandra. We get it. Says Bumblebee talking to Roush #1. I'm pulling for Bowman as usual, says Bumblebee. William Wagman, good morning, Baloney, and everyone out there. Enjoy the race at Richmond. Congratulations to Haley Deegan on your 6th place finish. Can hardly wait for Bristol. It is going to be a fun race. So, yeah, a lot of people were up in arms over Haley Deegan finishing 6th. That wasn't a real 6th place finish. So no matter, it seems like no matter what Haley Deegan does, she's going to have critics. Part of truck racing is surviving till the end. She survived till the end, and she put herself in position to get that 6th place finish. I was looking even before that she was going to get 12th, probably 12th to 9th in there before that. So either way, she did what she had to do at that racetrack, right? And she was going to get a good finish. But always, as always, for whatever reason, she's going to have a lot of just talk good and bad about her one way or the other. She's very polarizing, one of the bigger figures in NASCAR. Even though she's just a truck series driver. Let's see here. Joshua Pittman, how about Ty Gibbs? Xfinity first-time winner, trucks first-time winner. But he doesn't have any numbers here for some reason. I guess he didn't race the Richmond races last year. Like I said, these are just the numbers from the last 5 races. Let's see. Where is Ty Gibbs on here? I don't think he's raced here. If he has raced here, it's not showing up on this data sheet. I don't think he's raced in the Cup Series at Richmond yet. So, yeah, you could pick him. I mean, he's obviously in a good car. You see JGR is really good here. Yeah, he has not raced in the Cup Series at Richmond yet. So, he doesn't have any XP at this particular track as of yet. William Wagman says, down at Richmond today, HMS victory, top 4. Yeah, well, I mean, I think William Byron is going to be your best one there. Don't count out Josh Berry. Same situation as Ty Gibbs. So hasn't raced here in the Cup Series yet, but definitely he can get it done, especially at a short track. Toyota may take that win today, says one wise guy. Yeah, they definitely look stout. Roushko Ford for the win. Roush #1, sorry. Roush #1 for the win. Ford for the win. Stupid Roofer, Yo-Yo T-Van. Bumblebee says, my picks for today are the 4, the 6, the 11, the 19, the 48, and the 17 for a garage pick. Roush says, Toyota stinks, even if they win. Let's see here. Jeff Henson, missed them all. LOL. Let's see here. Bumblebee. Carson Hocevar finally won a race. I'm happy for him. Yes, that's the other big news. Big time win for Carson Hocevar, and even when he won, he was not happy with the win. So that's just he's one of those drivers that's going to be miserable either way. He's just got super high expectations. 6 is 6. I see a lot of Kyle Busch and Carson Hocevar going forward. 6 is 6. What kind of a clown doesn't think it doesn't count? Says Steve Easy. Yeah, I don't know, but people are always critical of something. Because there was too many wrecks, that 6th place doesn't count in some people's minds. I don't get it myself, but it is what it is. William Wagaman, can you go in on your local Toyota dealership and buy a rear-wheel drive 5-speed V8 powered car that looks like the one on the NASCAR track? I know you have to talk to a bunch of cheaters, says William Wagaman. Nah, but they do have rear-wheel drive cars. They've got the 86, and they've got the Supra. The Supra, even though it's not a V8, it's a pretty sporty car. So they do have sports cars. Like they just It is what it is. You could say the same thing about Chevrolet and Ford back in the day when they ran the Taurus and the Lumina. So it goes in cycles. It goes in cycles. You'll definitely be able to say it about Chevrolet going forward because I don't know what they're going to have for the Cup Series. Are they going to race the Malibu, or are they going to race the body of an electric car? Yeah, so that's not controversial at all. Don't even want to talk about that today. I'm going with Keselowski today, says T-Van. Chandler Smith did a great job too. I'm happy for him as well. Yes, so big win for Chandler Smith as well. KFB wins today. Rowdy Nation, says Steve Easy. Yeah, Kyle Busch has a good numbers here. I think he is the best. Looking at it, Chase Elliott's the best Chevrolet by the numbers, but Kyle Busch, because Chase Elliott's not racing, is going to be your best Chevrolet by the numbers. Kevin Harvick's going to be your best Ford pick by the numbers, by the way. I know I said Keselowski and Ryan Blaney as your wild cards, but your best Ford pick by the numbers is going to be Kevin Harvick, and Kyle Busch is going to be your best Chevrolet pick by the numbers. Let's see. You have to give Deegan credit when it is due. Good for her and that team, says David Nile. I 100% agree with that. Like if you're going to criticize somebody heavily, you got to give them credit when they run well. So I think that's the only fair thing to do. But some people, NASCAR fans are going to be NASCAR fans. That's part of being fan, is fanatic. When you don't like somebody, a lot of NASCAR fans just don't give them any credit at all. Jeff Henson going with Kyle Busch as well, saying Rowdy. William Wagaman is 100% correct. Saying Roush number one. Says Roush number one. William Wagner says at least the Camaros and Mustangs are available with 5-speed transmissions, rear-wheel drive via powers. Toyotas should be banned. So William going in on Toyota there. Joseph Grosso says Larson for the win. Good afternoon, everybody. So yeah, Larson, he's got pretty good numbers here too. He's right around there at he's going to be, let's see. He's going to be your third best Chevrolet by the numbers. Austin Dillon is actually your second best Chevrolet by the numbers, but that's going to hurt a lot of people's feelings too, because that's another one people don't want to give any credit to. His old AD. Let's see here. Rowdy or Truex, says Roofer. Just going from the numbers, I would go Truex, but I wouldn't put any. I would never pull against Kyle. I would never pick against Kyle Busch, especially at Richmond. So flip a coin on that one. But if you go by the numbers, you're going to pick Truex. If you go by eyeball test, or go with your heart or your stomach or your gut, whatever they want to call it, I probably want to go with Rowdy there. Skyblazer RC, me too. Carson reminds me of Kyle Busch when he was younger. Big fan. So somebody else sees the resemblance as well as far as personality. They're never happy, even when they win. Sometimes they're upset. Cassandra Keller says the Indy race is smoking hot. Yeah, so Indy cars are racing at Texas today. Looks like that's going to be another big one. Dustin Johnson have a ton of wins at Richmond. I'm shocked he isn't picked as one of the races he would run. Yeah, so I think you're right. I think Jimmy Johnson was pretty good at Richmond here. Let's see. Do we have JJ numbers? Jimmy Johnson average. He's only as far as the last 5 races, he's only run one of the last 5 races, and he did not have a good finish there. So in the last 5 races, he does not have good numbers here. But I think historically, you're correct. Toyota is not an American company, period, says Roush number one. But they give Americans jobs down there in Texas. So there's some people in Texas who would actually disagree with you there. Let's see here. But yes, they are based out of Japan. Molten Rage, I'm a mistake, says Molten. I'm not sure what that means. Let's see. T-Van says, I'm just happy to see Deegan finish races in one piece. Hey, usually when she finishes in one piece, she's a top 15 truck driver. So that's for sure. It's just getting to the finish. Jeff Henson, I like to see her run better, says Jeff Henson. I think a lot of people would like to see her run better. A lot of people are going to be sad if she runs better. So she, like I said, she's got a lot of people that like her. She's got a lot of people that dislike her. I'm still trying to figure out why, like, so many people care about a truck series driver. I don't get it. Just a kid trying to make her way up, but apparently she's super polarized, and people either really like her or really dislike her. So it's pretty crazy. Stupid Roofer saying, "Yo, Molten, what's up?" David Nyhoff, Denny for the win. Yeah, Denny, don't discount Denny here either. He's definitely your second best driver and has led the most laps. So depending on what statistic you look at, Denny Hamlin is actually could be your favorite. And Christopher Bell is the Toyota driver that does the best, that doesn't get talked about. We need to get on the Christopher Bell train here if you're a Toyota guy. Denny Hamlin for the win, says David. Pulling for some Rowdy and Truex, says Cassandra Keller. I think both of those are going to be good picks. I think definitely, I think Kyle Busch and Martin Truex Jr. are definitely going to be super safe picks here, along with Denny Hamlin and Christopher Bell and Joey Logano, no doubt about it. I think those are going to be, without a doubt, your best picks here today. Jeff Henson says if he gets past his mistakes, talking about Carson Hocevar. Carson was upset because of the way it all happened. Not that he won. He didn't like the fact that Sanchez led all but 4 laps and crashed. Apparently they're good friends, so that makes more sense. He was super emotional at the end of the race, and I was like, man, if I won a race, you wouldn't be able to calm me down. I'd be talking so good about myself. Let's see here. I wouldn't be able to fit my head back in the trailer. It'd be so big. David Nyhoff said, will Corey LaJoie keep his momentum up today? I hope so. Corey LaJoie has been one of the great stories of the season so far. So hopefully he can keep it going today. Spire turning it around has been a big deal. So hopefully they can keep that going as well. Roofer saying, heck yeah, Cassandra. So he likes Cassandra Keller's picks. All right. Let's see if I can find the old, what DK has to say about it here today. All right. So the green and the orange has got William Byron as your favorite. And William Byron, by the numbers, does have good numbers here, but he is far from the favorite. Kevin Harvick at plus 550. William Byron also at plus 550. And Kyle Larson at plus 700. So that is who DraftKings likes. Christopher Bell at plus 700. Kyle Busch at plus 800. Denny Hamlin. So here you go. Kyle Busch, Denny Hamlin, and Martin Truex Jr. At plus 800 and Truex Jr. at plus 900. I like all those picks right there. Even if you just go for a top 5, it's still plus 120 and plus 140 for Truex, and plus 250 for a top 3, plus 280 for a top 3 on Martin Truex. But I like the value there. Kyle Busch, Denny Hamlin, and Martin Truex Jr. if you're looking at the orange and green of DK. Let's go down here to let's see if they've got any sleepers. Corey LaJoie at plus 50,000. That's one because he's run good this year. Ricky Stenhouse still not getting any respect, even though he's having a good season at plus 30,000, plus 7,000 for a top 3, and plus 3,500 for a top 5. Noah Gragson also down here. So they're not really laying you any value picks. Somebody mentioned Ty Gibbs. So if you want to go with the Ty Gibbs route, plus 1,000 for a top 5, plus 2,000 for a top 3, and plus 8,000 for the win. But not really laid any value. Austin Dillon would be the only one with value down here at plus 6,000 for the win, 1,500 for a top 3, 700 for a top 5. Josh Berry, another one, and Daniel Suarez. They both have the same lines here. So plus 4,000 for them for the win, plus 1,000 for the top 3, and plus 500 for the top 5. So no real values other than the ones that are sort of up toward the top. Kyle Busch, Denny Hamlin, and Martin Truex. Those are going to be your DK value picks, in my opinion. But here we go. Let's see. T-Van says, I think a lot of people grew up being a Brian Deegan fan and Haley being a true female. She has more of a spotlight on her. That could be part of it. She does come from a very famous family. But it is what it is. Elite Precision 29. What's up, man? Saying another week where I got to miss the race because of work. Oh, that sucks, dude. I hate that. But he has a really good channel if you want to check him out. Elite Precision 29 on YouTube. If you like his content, subscribe to him. Great channel for sure. We'll have it recorded and watch later on. I got to stay off Twitter, which is a challenge, believe it or not. It says Elite. Yeah, so Twitter will spoil a race in a heartbeat. I understand exactly what you're saying, man. But yeah, hopefully that number 5 gets it done for us today. He's got pretty good numbers here. So yeah, I hate you have to miss it at work though. I've been there before though, so I feel you on that one. Especially when I was working at the factory and I was on call. I missed a lot of races being on call, and it stunk. Bumblebee saying BJ McLeod taking that W today. Y'all sleeping on the GOAT. Earth 2, yeah, Earth 2. BJ McLeod, he's undefeated at Richmond. There's no doubt about it. Jeff Henson, poor folks can't watch today. No Fox. Oh, that stinks. I hate it for you, Jeff Henson. Yeah, so it's on FS1 today. So if you don't have FS1, that's going to be a situation for sure. Jack says, any Hendrick car for the win today? I like your name, but I can't say it there, Jack. Let's see. Stupid Roofer saying, what's up to Elite Precision? Let's see. Escobar, they are racing the new lowdown force package this week. If so, then Larson has a chance. I do like Larson's odds here. So let's see. Like I said, average finish a 10th. So I mean, he's always going to be in the mix. I'd put money on Austin Dillon. He's due, says Robin Marks. Yeah. So like I said, every once in a while, and Austin Dillon likes winning crown jewels, and I consider Richmond a crown jewel, even though a lot of people don't. Austin Dillon likes to stack up the crown jewels. So if it's a crown jewel racetrack, Austin Dillon always has a chance to win for whatever reason. Rob says, I'm just saying that is trying to ruin all sports, says Rob. Yeah, I do the fantasy picks as well, but also people do like to participate in that other side of it. So I do like to lay it out there according to the numbers here. I personally don't usually put any on it, but every once in a while I will if I feel like there's a certain value to what's being laid. But that being said, it does take over some people, and it just takes all the fun out of it. Fantasy, believe it or not, fantasy racing takes a lot of fun out of it for people too. I remember back in the day, myself personally, I would get so involved in fantasy football, I no longer enjoyed watching football. So I'm sure there's a lot of people that are the same way about racing. Let's see. David says, what track do y'all race at? We typically race at South Boston, and this year we've been helping out Tate Fogelman on the Cars Tour as well. So, and Justin Whitaker also on the Cars Tour. Justin Whitaker races a pro late model, and Tate Fogelman races a late model stock on the Cars Tour. Jason Barnes at South Boston and Craig Moore, who I basically worked for, also races at South Boston. Craig Moore got third last night. If you watched the second late model stock race on Flow TV last night, that was a great race. If you haven't seen it and you have Flow TV, definitely watch the replay of the second late model race because it was about a 30-lap battle for the lead. We ended up finishing third. We didn't win the battle for the lead, but it was still a great battle for the lead. It was fun to watch. All good, clean racing. So there you go. There's my plug. Let's see. Cassandra Keller says, Moulton, you have value to all of us. And I co-sign and second that, Cassandra. For sure, Moulton, you are a valuable member of life. So don't get down on yourself. David says, William Wagman says, Jeff Henson, it is on the radio. Probably better coverage than Fox. Hey, yeah, for sure. Check out MRN or PRN, whoever's covering it today. They always do a great job. Jeff Henson with the LOL there, talking about the coverage on the radio. If you want to follow Elite Precision, Roofer has given you a link to his channel right there in the comments, so check that one out. My pick is going to be Bell or Larson or Hamlin, says one wise guy. Those are all good, solid picks. I like that Christopher Bell pick. That's going to be a super good one as well. Cassandra Killer says, nice job, Roofer. Let's see. I am the knowledge. Says Go Chastain #1. So let's look at Chastain's numbers here because he's always sort of hit or miss just because he drove those bad cars for such a long period of time. But he does have 84 laps led here. He has an average finish of 14.8, but you can prorate that because he wasn't always in the best equipment. Let's see here. Average start of 11.3, best finish is 7th, worst finish is 19th. So yeah, this could be a Ross track for sure. Suarez has pretty similar numbers, average finish of 19th, no laps led. He does have 4 top 20s, 16th and 29th are his best finishes there. So there are your track house stats for the day. Let's see. Jeff Henson going with the Watermelon Man as well. Bumblebee says, I'm not dealing with him anymore today. He's saying crazy stuff, and I'm here to talk racing. I'm not here to babysit. Check y'all later. So Bumblebee is taking a break. Thanks for hanging out with us, Bumblebee. Let's see. Cooter Yeti. Am I the only one who thinks Ross may take Richmond? Ross has a good chance here. Like he's one of those drivers. He's like Kyle Busch. It doesn't matter what the numbers say. If they show up at a racetrack, you got to look at them and expect that they're going to have a chance to win there as well. Mark Barnum, what's up, man? What's up? Late to the show. It's all good, Mark. Glad you slid in here. I want to see Jordan Taylor get another shot at the road course. I watched him on Stacking Pennies. Pretty good interview. Hopefully he wants to come back. I don't think he really appreciated the way he was driven in that particular race. So I don't know if Jordan Taylor is going to be interested in coming back, but we will have to check and see. Let's see here. Sandra Keller says, hey, Mark, Stupid Roofer also saying hello to Mark. Mark Barnum, Harvick for the win today. So, yeah, Kevin Harvick definitely has probably the best numbers of the Ford camp. Let's see, average finish to 8.4, 2 top 5s, 4 top 10s, 96 laps led. He has won previously in the last 5 races, and his lowest finish is 24th. So even when he's bad here, he's not like bad. Let's see. Robin Marks, yeah, NASCAR has the in-car camera, and they have a tab for the radio too, so you can feel like you're in the car and listening to the radio. Ross's car was last week. Had a great view of the lead battle, so there you go. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I don't know who YouTube has today, but they will have they will have one of the drivers you can ride along with. So even if you don't have Fox, you can put on the MRN broadcast and listen to that while watching the in-car camera. Jeff Henson says the 99 is still mad. So Suarez still mad at his teammate there. It's going to be interesting how that plays out, especially at a short track when you can get a little retribution. Trackhouse always has a chance, says one wise guy. Yeah, Trackhouse always brings a good car. Excuse me. Mark Barnum says that truck race was a mess at the end yesterday. I didn't get to see it, but that's what a lot of people were saying. That sort of devolved into a wreck fest. I did see they had multiple cautions at the end, so that from what I did see, it definitely had a lot of wrecks at the end. Jeff Henson says, and the wrecks were scary as well. So high-speed wrecks at that. Escobar says NASCAR needs to limit Rick Ware to one team. He's holding a charter hostage. Yeah, so they can actually do that if he keeps finishing poorly. So we'll have to see. When his colleagues appeal, really hoping they get it overturned. That is supposed to be, according to what I know, this Wednesday. So this Wednesday will be theirs, and I think either Tuesday or Thursday is the Denny Hamlin appeal. So that will probably be what everybody's talking about on those 2 days. William Wagman says, Jordan Taylor, according to what happened, you would expect colleagues to get overturned. That's all I can say. That being said, we don't know if that's going to happen because it'll be a different panel of judges overlooking the case. Jordan Taylor should have a full-time NASCAR ride. If they can put Bubba Wallace behind the wheel, they can put a real race car driver behind the wheel. Says William. Let's see here. Hold fast. Hey, Baloney. What is the starting grid for today? They did it by points. Alex Bowman has the pole. So I don't know. Jeff Henson saying, did Bubba quit? No, he didn't quit. He did come out and make some type of comment about it. I haven't had a chance to get to that yet. I've been at the racetrack all week, so that's why the video output was slow this week. Cassandra Keller says, with you on that one, Escobar. Gladys says they have an in-car camera in every car. They do, but I think YouTube only shows one of them, as far as I know. Shah saying hello to everybody. Mark Barnum, the most controversial driver, got 6th place in the truck race. LOL, yeah. So once again, old Haley shaking things up this time by running well. And a lot of people still didn't like that, saying she didn't deserve that 6th place finish and this and that and the other thing. So it is what it is. Escobar saying, thanks, Cassandra. Just got messed up to see a team like that run 30th or worse with both teams each week, and they make more money than top teams because they spend less. Yeah, I mean, NASCAR has the ability to take that charter away because they have run so poorly, but NASCAR has not executed on it yet. So it's at NASCAR's discretion. Rowdy number 8, Christopher Bell number 20 today will flex their muscle. In the first garage will be the 4 car. I like those picks. I really like I like the Christopher Bell pick. I feel like he's going to be super underrated. This could be one of those races where that's a guy that nobody's really talking about, and Christopher Bell just pulls out the win. So and Christopher Bell, another guy, anytime he shows up at a racetrack, he's going to be a threat to win, especially as each year goes by. Christopher Bell gets better and better. Jeff Henson says Harvick, so he's going with Harvick. Harvick definitely has the numbers here for sure. OJ and Toothpaste, credit ones to watch. I bet Mike Joy or Larry Mack will mention the 78 at the end of this race. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. He's the points leader currently right now, although Ty Dillon is giving him a run for his money this year on Earth 2. But so far, BJ McLeod on Earth 2, goated. Like he's off to another championship for sure. Joshua Jenkins, hello, BB, go 43. So there you go. Eric Jones. Let's take a look at EJ's numbers here. Eric Jones. Oh, we're scrolling down. Not looking good. Oh, not looking good at all. Average finish of 24th in the last 5 races, and only one top 20. So this is not an Eric Jones track historically. So it's gonna be an upset if Eric Jones does something here. But as always, we're pulling for him. I got my 43 flip flops on, so we're ready for action here. Joshua Pittman, the last time Brad won was 2 years ago on Alex Bowman's birthday. Here we are, Bowman on the pole. Let's go, Bad Brad. So there you go, Joshua Pittman. Yeah, Keselowski has great numbers here. RFK has had a renaissance since he's come over there and put the right people in the right places. So don't sleep on Team RFK. Don't sleep on Busher either there. Did Haley get his points back? Says Shaw. They're going to have their hearing this Wednesday. So this Wednesday we'll find out if Kyle gets their points back. But as of right now, he's still in minus points. Kyle Busch has the best chance, says Z200. And Jeff Henson saying Busch as well. I guess he's going with Harvick, but Kyle Busch definitely has a good chance here for sure. I think you're right about that. OJ and Toothpaste, who's your pick to win today? My pick, I'm actually kind of liking either Kyle Busch or Martin Truex Jr. or Denny Hamlin. Martin Truex Jr. and Denny Hamlin are going to be the ones you pick by the numbers, but I'm going to try to not be boring and go with the numbers this year. And I'm just feeling like this is going to be a Kyle Busch win here. That's what I'm thinking. And my wild card is going to be probably either Kyle Larson, Brad Keselowski. I'm going to go with Brad Keselowski as the wild card there, or Christopher Bell, because those. And I just say that wild card, not by the numbers. I say wild card because nobody is really talking about them. So I like Brad Keselowski or Christopher Bell as the wild card. If you got to flip a coin, I'm going with Keselowski as the wild card there. Let's see. Escobar says, has anyone ever noticed Bowman's voice? I can't say what it sounds like, but we all know, says Escobar. I haven't really paid attention to how he talks. As long as the Gibbs car don't win, I'm good, says Barnum. So there you go. I don't know, man. He's of the top 3 finishers here. It's gonna be a tall order. The Gibbs cars are really good here. So the first 3 statistically are all Gibbs cars in Bell, Hamlin, and Truex Jr. So that's going to be a tall order. Jeff Henson says yes. Joey for the win. I'm chill on my man Bowman. He has a girlfriend, probably your sister. Escobar says Joey for the win. 321. Oh. So if that's the route we're going, yeah, can confirm he does have a girlfriend and he's into the women. So let's see here. Jack says, I agree. Mark, OJ and Toothpaste says, nice picks. Okay. So there you go. Good picks on that one. For once, somebody likes my picks. I appreciate that. Like I said, I think Brad Keselowski is a really good wild card here. But I definitely think it's going to be hard to beat the Toyotas. But I think if somebody can, it's going to be Kyle Busch, without a doubt. Escobar says, Joey for the win. Chill, man. Don't make it personal. Yeah, so let's not snipe at each other for sure. You can snipe at me, but don't snipe at each other. Let's keep it friendly and chill here. Jeff Henson says, Brad, looking good. Yeah, his numbers definitely look good here for sure. OJ and Toothpaste, are you going to watch the race at Buffalo Wild Wings today? I wish I could. I got till Thursday. Thursday is when Lent is up for me. So that's when I can enjoy some hot wings again. So I will go down there and get my Thai curry wings and enjoy the day. I go half and half. I go Thai curry and regular hot sauce. Every once in a while, I'll mix up some Asian zing in there. So what's your let me know down in the comments, what's your favorite hot wing sauce or just your favorite Buffalo Wild Wing sauce? Either way. I am kind of interested to know that. Sort of off topic, sort of not NASCAR, but I am curious because I like hot wings. Don't worry, Ross will take out all the Toyotas, says Robin Marks. So Robin Marks, a Ross Chastain fan, saying he's going to take out everybody. Everyone be nice or Kaylee Bumblebee will shut you down. She doesn't tolerate any bulls, says Matt Hunter. OJ and Toothpaste, UConn versus San Diego State tomorrow. Who you got? I like San Diego State. Just because I'm a Duke fan and I don't like UConn because UConn got rather mouthy the one time they beat us for a national championship. Congratulations, Jim Calhoun. Your lifetime achievement was achieved that day. You loser. Anyway, go Iowa today in the finals of the women's game. Hey, yeah. So Iowa, they got like that really good, the really good girl, one of the better female college basketball players for sure of all time. So we'll see if Iowa can get it done. Going to be facing another SEC team, and that SEC team is already barking. One wise guy says, pretty cool seeing new names in the chat. Nice to see Bologna Burger grow. I appreciate it, one wise guy. I'm out here doing the best I can. And I'm glad more people are joining in for sure. Robin Marks, I picked Brad, but NASCAR had a video about the championship, about his championship year. I think they jinxed him. Oh, yeah. Whenever they talk about somebody, it's a good chance they get jinxed for sure. BB Tricks is a good pick. Don't forget Ryan Blaney. Yeah, I mentioned Ryan Blaney earlier. Just in case you missed his numbers, he's right there with Brad Keselowski. I was picking those two for the wild card. 11.4 average finish, 3 top 5s, 5 top 20s. I'm sorry, 3 top 10s, 5 top 20s, 129 laps led, a best finish of 7th and a worst finish of 19th. So he's always good here. One wise guy says jalapeno habanero wings. Oh man, the spice, man. Those things are good for sure. There's a really sweet mango habanero. Mango habanero is another good one, but it's super hot. But it's definitely worth it in my opinion. But it is super hot, so be warned. Jalapeno mango or mango jalapeno or mango habanero. Those are really good. Joshua Jenkins, Keselowski is a good wild card. Don't forget his teammate Busher. Yeah, for sure. Jeff Henson, remember he was cranked up. Buffalo Original is my favorite sauce from there, says OJ and Toothpaste. Yeah, I do like the original sauce too. That's one of my go-tos, the original hot sauce. Then I do the Thai curry. I usually do the little split there. I'll either do Asian zing or Thai curry with the regular Buffalo. Did you see the pass John Force made on Junior Todd today? I didn't see the pass, but I just saw the wreck before. I don't know about today, but I think I saw the wreck from yesterday or something like that. Bell is my pick. Underdog pick is the 17. Both of those are definitely good picks. David says, I'm listening to the race today, drinking some cold ones and smoking a Boston butt. Hey, there you go. That sounds like a good race day. I was a chef at a 5-star restaurant. I make the best wings. They stay with you. You feel them the next day, all day. I was credited as some of the hottest wings ever by the pros, says Robin Marks. Hey, there you go. Jeff Hinton says smash. Yeah, so if you want to hit the like button, it would be appreciated. But you don't feel pressured to. OJ and Toothpaste, do you listen to Dale Jr. Download podcast? I listen to some of them. I haven't listened to all of them. I don't necessarily have time to listen to all of them, but now that I got sort of a new setup, I might be able to catch up on some of the backlog. I wanted to hear the Burton Continuum, but I haven't had a chance to listen to all of that one yet. I like them, but not the door bumper clear ones, says OJ and Toothpaste. Yeah, I know a lot of people like door bumper clear. I can't really get into it. I feel like they're being controversial just to be controversial. They're just sort of doing it for entertainment and TV purposes. Sometimes they make valid points, but they'll never criticize their own team. So I don't know. It's just not for me. They do a good job. I'm not taking a jab at the show. They do a good job. It's just not for me. So that's all I'll say about it. William Wagman says, watch what happens to Force this afternoon at Panoma after Richmond. I mean, John Force is another one. If he's at the racetrack, you got to respect him. Dustin Walker going with the jam and jalapeno. I like it. James Pruner, Frank's Red Hot mixed with butter and Catalina dressing. Hey, there you go. I like Frank's Red Hot as well. I haven't tried the Catalina dressing, but I have done it with butter, sort of as a wing sauce. So yeah, for sure, that's a good one. Tony and the Dragster, says Jeff Henson. Yeah, that's going to be cool to watch too. So that's another thing you can watch. Pre-race is going to be Tony Stewart and how he does drag racing this week. William Wagaman, hot wings with horseradish sauce. Oh, cranking up the heat with the horseradish. I like it, William. That's what is it? Elmo's. They put a lot of Elmo's in Indianapolis. They put a lot of horseradish in their cocktail sauce, and it really burns people up if they're not expecting it. OJ, DBC is better than the Cryan Jr. Podcast, says Mark Barnum. So yeah, like I said, it's different strokes for different folks. There's no doubt about it. Denny Hamlin is probably the better podcast out of all of them as far as getting in the news. Go LSU Tigers for the championship today. Go Aztecs for the men's championship. So there you go. Dustin Walker's got the Tigers and the Aztecs for the championship here. OJ and Toothpaste, what's your favorite beer? There's a local place called Full Steam. They got one called Rocket Science, and they got another one called the Working Man's Lunch, the original Working Man's Lunch when it was a porter, before they made it whatever it is now. Those are probably my two favorites. Favorite in general would be a Russian Imperial. But as far as like just regular beer you can buy on an everyday basis, I always got to go with Coors because Smokey and the Bandit. So I go with Coors or Coors Lights when I need to rehydrate. So those will be my two regular ones that you can buy. I also like Sierra Nevada. Not always readily available down here, but Sierra Nevada is really good. And Fat Tire. So those sort of from craft to sort of craft to regular beers, those are the ones I prefer. The San Diego Aztecs will be crazy, says Jack. Yeah, like who in I don't think anybody had them winning the national championship. I'll have to look at the bracket breakdown, like how they talk about who still has a perfect bracket intact. But I don't think anybody picked the Aztecs to win it all. I know for sure I didn't. Jeff Henson says, haven't been to B-Dubs in a minute. Anything spicy? Says T-Van. If you go back, check out that the Asian Zing seemed to be everybody's favorite, and the Thai curry is about a lot, but the Thai curry is really good. I agree with you, BB, on the DBC podcast, says OJ and Toothpaste. Yeah, I feel like for the most part they're real, but every once in a while they throw something out there just to be controversial. Like I 100% agree with that. Hold fast, great pick on Brad. I've got those Thai curry wings. I never had them. I got to try those Thai curry wings. Never had them. Yeah, I like them. They're not like the hottest thing you'll ever eat, but they're really they got a good spicy flavor. So when I say spicy, I'm just talking about the flavor, not the heat. David, let's all say prayers for the people affected by the tornadoes this last week. Yeah, 100%, man. Arkansas got drilled. That is terrible. I hate it. Just seeing those images, man. I hope they're all okay over there. Yeah, that was just a terrible deal. Whenever something like that happens, it's the worst ever. Yeah, so for sure, we hope they get back on their feet as soon as they can. Jeff Henson saying yes. William Wagaman says right on, David. Matt Hunter, Christopher Bell, my championship pick is who I will be watching today. I wouldn't mind, however, for a Harvick or Suarez dub. Yes, so don't sleep on Harvick. Like I said, Christopher Bell is going to be a great pick there. Definitely don't sleep on Kevin Harvick. And Daniel Suarez, a good wild card pick. Verstappen might go down as the most dominant F1 driver of all time. There's a good chance that happens. He was the only person sort of holding his own with old Lulu for the longest time. The secret to good wings, no matter your sauce, is to deep fry, then sauce, then bake for a bit, then sauce again and bake again if they like it crispier. That's a good point, Robin Marks. So we double fried ours. We'd fry them one time, and then we would fry them again. We would spice them, fry them, then spice them, then fry them again. Then we would sauce them. So that's how we did it in the short order world. Short order, of course, you were at a nice restaurant, so you had the opportunity to rebake them, probably in a convection oven, I would imagine. Let's see here. I can't believe John Force still has the timing. He does at his age. How old is he now? I think he's in his 70s, T-Van, if I'm not mistaken. Jeff Henson, Denny admits it. Yeah, that's the cool thing about Denny Hamlin. He admits that he does some of that stuff. That's what I'm saying. He just comes out. Even though he's just doing it to get in the news cycle, he admits that, hey, I'm just saying that stuff to get in the news cycle. So, I mean, I like the transparency there. He's almost like a YouTube grifter, except he's being honest about the grift. Fat Tire is good. That company also makes Voodoo Ranger. Oh, Escobar. Voodoo Ranger is a good one, dude. I like that one. Robin Marks, Canada's beers rule. I had a nice old Vienna last night on draft. Says Robin Marks. Yeah, I would like to get up. Canada has a different way of going about their beer, so I would like to get up there. Even there, like we get Labatt's Blue down here. It's a different formula we got down here than they've got up there, and things like that. Same thing with Molson, so on and so forth. I would like to get up to Canada and try some of their frosty beverages. I'm with you on the podcast. DBC never made any sense to me, says Holdfast. I mean, I don't mind it. I just sometimes I feel like they go controversial just to go controversial, but they act like they really believe it, even though sometimes they don't. John Force is a Jedi. He uses the Force. I mean, it's obvious. It's right in his name, says Shah. Yikes! I'm scared to put out my preferred beer. Says Stupid Roofer. I mean, don't be. I said Coors Light, and a lot of people make fun of that because it's not strong enough. Don't worry about putting your preferred beer out there. Like I said, like on average, you've seen me on the show drink those tasty Diet Cokes. You know what I mean? So same color can. So yeah, don't be scared to put it out there. It's all good. Let's see. OJ and Toothpaste Sierra Nevada is good. They have a brewery in Chico with a restaurant. It's really good. That is the really cool thing about Sierra Nevada. They've got one in North Carolina now, up in Asheville, I think. It's one of the cooler things you can go to if you want to visit a brewery. Sierra Nevada in Asheville or in Chico, California. Check them out. The one in Chico is really wild because I think that's where they started. He's got a really cool book that I listen to books on tape from time to time, and I listen to his book on tape. I used to make beer, by the way, for those wondering why I'm talking so much about it. Yeah, anyways, if anyone wants a good throwback Richmond race, check out the 97 Spring Bush Race, a real banger of a finish. Hey, for sure. Richmond used to put on really good races, no doubt about it. OJ and Toothpaste, Miller, High Life, Champagne of beers. Hey, there's nothing wrong with a Miller, man. I drank a mini of Miller. And as far as beers that don't cost an arm and a leg, Miller has the best flavor to it. So I think you get your best bang for your buck with a Miller. Miller High Life, for sure. I was watching the Storm Chasers real bad with more to come Monday and Tuesday. Oh, I hate that for them. I hope those Storms miss them. I hope they don't get double hit again. Jeff Henson says there's cars and trees. Yeah, I saw a couple of brick houses that were destroyed. It takes a lot of force to destroy a brick house, so they got hit for sure. T-Van saying Bud Light for Stupid Roofer. Jack says I'll admit my favorite beer is Stella. It used to be Budweiser. Stella's pretty good. I don't mind Budweiser. Roofer says I'm a Heineken guy. I tell you what, Roofer. I tell you who else is a Heineken guy. Slap Shoes. So the Florence race, I knew Slap Shoes was down there, but I didn't really see him at the racetrack any. But then as I was walking out of Buc-ee's or Boussays, however you pronounce it, he had him an armful of Heineken, and I was going to say throw up my hand and say hey, but he was like super far away, and I was super tired, and I didn't want to go running across the Buc-ee's parking lot looking like a crazy person. But he had him a big old armful of Heineken. So you're not alone. There's a lot of people that like Heineken. Heineken Light is actually pretty good too. I don't know if they still make it, but I like the Heineken Light. I thought that was a better flavor than the actual Heineken. I'm just an old Miller Lite man. I hated when they stopped sponsoring the number 2, says Josh Jenkins. So I used to drink Milwaukee's Best Light and Milwaukee's Best Regular. That's some of the roughest stuff you can drink. So don't ever feel bad about what you guys prefer as far as beer goes. $6 for a 12 pack is $6 for a 12 pack at the end of the day. I'm an A&W root beer guy, says Mark Barnum. Yeah, so to be honest with you, I don't drink that much anymore. So just keeping it real. I'm sort of on the water and soda train myself. After 3 beers, I can drink any beer, says David. That's the fun thing about beer. After a few of them, everything tastes fine. Super Stop beer, says Jeff Henson. Which one do you not like? Mickey's, LOL, says OJ and Toothpaste. Or Old English. Yeah, I couldn't get into those. Any of the malts. I can't get into the malts. They are not good to me. Let's see. Bruce Garvey, NASCAR. Check out the noon start or IndyCar race. How about some earlier NASCAR starts? I think a lot of people would like earlier NASCAR starts, but they don't do that for the West Coast market. So I don't know if we'll ever get the afternoon start ever again. I used to work for Coors Light Warehouse in Tennessee, lived down there. Sterling would come in when he was sponsored by them and get cases of Coors. That's pretty cool. Old Sterling Marlin, man. That Coors Light car was awesome. That was one of the better paint schemes of all time. William Wagman says he farts a lot when he drinks Bud Light. I have a shot with it, says Jeff Henson. Hey, there you go. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Cassandra Keller, I'm for A&W root beer. I don't like the taste of beer. Wine or spirits for me. So there you go. There's a lot of people that prefer wine over beer for sure. Richard Childress has a vineyard, and if you go to the Yadkin Valley, they've got a series of vineyards down there in Yadkin Valley. Obviously, if you're on the West Coast, you know the deal over there. Napa Valley, go hit them up. I don't drink. I prefer the lettuce, says one wise guy. So there you go. He is a connoisseur of the devil's lettuce there. So let's see here. T-Van, I'll never drink another Bud Light. I will leave it at that. Hey, so Bud Light roughed you up one time, and I can understand. I can understand that. Let's see here. Escobar, I can drink about any beer, but for some reason, when I drink Miller Lite, I can't even make it through one whole beer. Makes your stomach upset, and I've tried it many times, but I can't. I'm like that with Natural Light. For whatever reason, Natural Light has like a aluminum aftertaste that I can't deal with. I like Budweiser, but I can only drink one of them because if I drink several Budweisers, I'll get a terrible headache. Not even like a hangover. Just while I'm drinking them, I'll get a headache. I don't know. But there's a few. Yingling right here. Oh, Yingling's a good one. Matt Hunter with Yingling. Also, everything is bigger in Texas. We need a quadruple header weekend next May with Trucks Xfinity Indy Cup. The weekend after the 600, Texas would only have one date. That would be super cool. And you could also work something in on the dirt track behind the track as well. I think that would be really cool. Roofer says, no liquor for me. I learned my hard way with my limits. I don't mess with liquor anymore either. Maybe if we win a race, I'll take one shot. I used to drink it all the time. I used to be a rum and Coke guy. And then in the wintertime, I would do whiskey. But that's a million years ago for me. I had to learn my lesson with it too. Agree with Cassandra, says Mark Barnum. Here's the real question as far as root beer goes, because a lot of people have mentioned root beer. Let's get into the real questions here. Let's see. How do you spell it? Barks or A-N-W? Where's and? Who makes the better root beer? That's the real question. Like these are the questions we need the answers to. Who makes the better root beer? Let's see here. Mark Barnum agreeing with Cassandra Keller. When the bed won't stay still. Yeah, a lot of them will make the bed wiggle on you. That's for sure. In my fridge, I have Coors Light, Bud, Corona, Voodoo Ranger, and Michelob. Michelob is really popular among the racing community. Wilkesboro should be in the round of 12. I think eventually it'll get there. I think they'll eventually get it there, in my opinion. I think they'll get the traffic figured out, but then they'll put it in the round of 12 after that. This IndyCar racer is a barn burner, says William Wagaman. So, yeah, if you want to watch the IndyCar race that's going on right now, and a lot of people have talked about how good it is so far. I started drinking Mad Dog 2020 as a teenager, says T-Van. Oh, that's another good question. What was the first one you drank? I was an Ice House man. That's where I could get that's the only one I could get when my driver's license said the wrong number. So that's the only one I could get back then. Not encouraging that at all. So I wish I'd never drank one, to be honest with you. So not promoting it, but I am being honest. So it is what it is. If I drink that the next morning, a little guy's in here with a hammer hitting me in the head, says David. So yeah, that happens to a lot of us. I understand 100% what you're talking about. Josh Strickland says sucks over consuming and not being able to drink. I love an ice cold one, any of it, but I can still smoke, says Josh. Hey, there you go. I feel you, man. I stopped overdoing it myself, so I understand where you're coming from. No doubt about it. Roofer going, I love Johnny Walker Black. Nope. Woke up in the adult timeout. Yeah, that's a good one. I was a J&D 07 guy during the Clint Boyer era. If you watch the lost footage Charlotte race, you see some old number 7 in action there because I was tanked up. There's no doubt about it. Let's see. William Wagaman, you can drop a blanket over the top 5 IndyCar racers at Texas right now, for sure. Shaw says it's not the devil's lettuce, it's God's herb. Hey, either way you want to call it. I just got to use we got to use the code words here on the platform. So once again, not promoting any of this. Let's see. Jeff Henson, I need to drink to toke, says Jeff Henson. OJ and Toothpaste, what hard liquor will you never drink again because you had a bad experience? OJ and Toothpaste says, oh, that's a good question. Probably Jose. I can still drink that form, but not the particular brand Jose. So Jose for me. Too many kamikazes one night. Robin Marks. I have 2 A&W glass mugs from back in the drive-in days. Hey, there you go. Mug root beer is my favorite. Oh, I should have put mug on there. Dadgummit. I knew I was missing one. I was like, there's another one out there. Let's see. Yeah, mug root. I should have put mug in there. Mug root beer is pretty good. Probably mug and A&W would be a closer race here, I would think. Let's see here. You know what? Let me end this one and start another one. Got to end it before you start another one. Let's go mug. A&W. And Barks, the one with bite. All right, there we go. Oh, look at that. A&W won the first one with a nice percentage of 69. Let's see here. Free to Pay says, where I get my hot wings, the order comes with 6 drafties. Believe me, you need them. Says Free to Pay. So there you go. Sometimes that definitely helps. One wise guy said the original A&W is in Lodi, California. California, a few towns over from me. You can still get A&W on draft. So there you go. That's pretty cool. That reminds me of that Creedence Clearwater song. Again, every time I see the Lodi, California, that's like the first song that pops in my head. I'm not even gonna sing it, but you know the deal. Stuck in Lodi again. Creedence, check it out. Good song. Jeff Henson, A&W root beer. Going with A&W there. A&W still winning strong here. Jeff Henson, dog made me cap. Let's see here. T-Van says spiced rum and apple cider on an open fire in the fall. Amazing drink on a cool night. Oh, for sure. Definitely temperature plays into what you enjoy. That's for sure. A&W is, on draft is fire, says OJ and Toothpaste. Yeah, it's sort of like some drinks just taste way better out of a fountain. And some drinks, taste better in the bottle. Like Coke in a glass bottle from Mexico is amazing. But also you can get, Dr. Pepper on draft is another one that's really good. Or out of the machine or whatever. James Pruner says, I used to drink a lot of Country Club and Colt 45 when I was young. More bang for your buck. Now I'm a Coors Miller man, says James. Yeah. Country Club was a big one. I remember a lot of my buddies drinking that one. Colt 45, that was a big one too back in the day. I forgot the actor, but there was a bunch of Colt 45 commercials. Schlitz is one that not a lot of people have talked about. And if you're from Texas, Pearl in a can was big back in the day down in Texas. I know that from some of my Texas friends. I can only drink 1 or 2. Then my stomach says no, says Cassandra Keller. That's probably a good thing. You got a good stomach there. I wish that was a problem I had. I got to mentally remind myself to take it easy. Jack says, BB, you ever been to adult timeout? We'll skip that topic for another day. But yes, we know what everybody is going to be doing today. Watching the race, going to be bottoms up. LOL, says Joshua Jenkins. For sure. A&W all the way, says Stupid Roofer. So there you go. A&W getting a lot of support here. 76% so far. Running away with it. What up, player? Hoping for a good race today. I think it's going to be a good race today. I think Joey's got a good chance. I don't know if you saw the numbers earlier, but yeah, for sure. Joey Logano, 6.8 average finish, 317 laps led, 3 top 5s, 4 top 10s in the last 5 races. So he's got strong numbers there. He's going to be one of your top 4 picks. I know Rodney's always looking for 22 statistics, so I thought I'd throw him out there. You didn't even need to ask. I got you on that one. Jeff Henson can buy it next to a 7-Eleven in California. Have a great race day, BB. Everybody enjoy it. Be safe. And don't, that's right. Don't consume and drive. Please remember, speed is for the speedway and not for the highway, says William Wagaman. Good point there, William. Appreciate it. Stupid Roofer 69 is always nice. One wise guy, how about Dad's root beer? So yeah, oddly enough, that was my first taste of an adult beverage. My dad always put Crown Royal in his Mountain Dew, and we both had Mountain Dews, but I accidentally grabbed his Mountain Dew and got a swig of that. And his Mountain Dew tastes different than my Mountain Dew, and that was my first run with the whiskey there. Old, not made anymore. Hires root beer. Hires root beer. There you go. I do remember people talking about that, but I've never had it. Did you ever see the conspiracy video about Dale Sr. on YouTube? Some Russian video said he was still alive after Daytona. It was ridiculous, says OJ and Toothpaste. I haven't seen that one yet, but there's always a tinfoil hatter somewhere. It is what it is. Some people just have a hard time letting it go, I guess, or some people are grifting. Just depends on the deal. Josh Strickland, can I drop another YouTube channel on here? There's a new racing channel coming out. My hometown is small. Need a little help, but it's a good one. Coming out of Neil Bonnet, out Carlot. Oh, Neil Bonnet's Carlot. I got you, Josh Strickland. If you tell Roofer or Mark Barnum where the link is, they're the only ones on here right now that can drop a link. Just tell them what the link is, and they can drop it for you. But I think if you try to drop a link in here, it's not going to let you. But yeah, I don't have any problem dropping the link. I mean, you can try it. I don't know. I forget how YouTube is set up, but I think that is an issue still. Richmond races were, but I don't mind you dropping it. That's for sure. Richmond races were better when they were on bi-supply tires. Yeah, and also when they put the sealer down back in the day as well. I'm still sticking with AW, says Roofer. T-Van, got to calm down, my friend. Best ice fishing drink, hot chocolate and peppermint schnapps. Hey, there you go. Let's see. The Richmond race in 2014 with Joey, Brad, Matt, and Gordon was an awesome finish. Yeah, for sure. No doubt about it. Like I said, Richmond used to put on really good races. Kevin Harvick and Ricky Rudd was also another one. PBR says one wise guy. Yeah, PBR is another good one. Jeff Henson, then wake up in a cell. Jack says Old Milwaukee. Old Milwaukee's a good one too. Still reserve, baby, says Stupid Roofer. Oh man, that's a tough one right there. Old Steel Reserve. The what is it, 211 or 311? High Gravity or something like that. T-Van, any of y'all down south remember the NA called Orbits? It was popular for a minute back when I lived in the South. I don't remember that one. I remember Sharps because they used to sponsor the race car. Sharps would always get one race on the race car back in the day when Miller had a bunch of races with Rusty Wallace. Thank you, BB. You're the man. Hope he runs well today. I appreciate it. Bones with the super chat says hit that thumbs up, Pete. Appreciate it, Bones. There's the old fist bump for you. Let's see here. Texas Indy race is crazy. Yeah, so if you're not watching the Texas Indy race, it's going on right now. I've had a couple people like actually text me about it. Are you watching the race right now? So apparently they're going at it over there in Texas. I missed the girls on skates, says Jeff Henson. I think they still got them at Sonic. I can't remember if Sonic got rid of that or not. My first drink was moonshine. The guy making it kept it in Sprite bottles, and I drank it by mistake. Quite the introduction, says Shah. They do a lot of brandy, and it is moonshine, but it's called Apple Jacks. It tastes like cinnamon, basically. Mike George, apple pie, maybe. I don't know. It's called something. I don't know. This is a great chat today. Everyone talking about consuming, says Mike George. OJ and Toothpaste. What are Ty Dillon's odds to win today? He might be there at the end. He's got to have the same odds. I'm thinking it was 10,000. DK is giving him 10,000 if I'm not mistaken. There might be 100,000. Let's see here. Got to scroll to the top to get the accurate numbers here. Ty Dillon plus 100,000, plus 20,000 for a top three, and plus 10,000 for a top five. So there you go. Ty Dillon, extremely good number. Safe bet on Earth 2. For entertainment purposes only, of course. This is a joke. Earth 2 is a joke. Let's see here. Sunday Fun Day. As always, Jeff Henson. OJ and Toothpaste saying, have you had Four Loko? LOL. I remember when they banned Four Loko, and now they have brought it back. They've taken some of the energy drink aspect out of it. But yeah, Four Loko was just that. Getting the young folks cranked up with more energy than they needed, and a little bit higher content than they probably needed as well. David says, I used to make Purple Jesus. Oh, PJ, man. Yeah, with fruit and Everclear. Back when Everclear was 151. Yeah, so, yep. I remember that. Old PJ eating. The funny thing about PJ, David, is if you ate the fruit, that was the worst thing you could do because that's it absorbed more of it than anything else. Cassandra Keller says, "I love it when the Indy cars race Texas." Yeah, I think a lot of people are hyped up about Texas. There were a few people that were against it, as always. In racing, you're going to have both sides of it, but it looks like it's put on a good race so far. Please don't talk about the Indian race. I want to watch it later on. Okay, no problem, Stephen. I won't do that. Let's see here. The Indy car race. I think it was. I think autocorrect got you there. Autocorrect gets me all the time, so I feel your pain. Rings, Gears, and Opinions is the name of the new Racing History channel. So yeah, check out Rings, Gears, and Opinions. It's a new YouTube channel, so check them out. And if you like them, as always, give them a follow. And if anybody, any of the mods, if you can find that channel, I'm going to drop it down in the comments. It would be appreciated. Throwing down in Texas, Indy Rock, says Rodney Collier. So yeah, even a lot of NASCAR fans are watching the Indy race and they're enjoying it as well. I'm obviously going to catch the replay of it. They still skate at Sonic's in California, says one wise guy. I think it's 50-50 here in North Carolina, but I do remember being at one and they were still roller skating when I made my West Coast trip. So I want to say that on the West Coast, they still do the roller skates. That's pretty cool. Let's see here. T-Van OJ Four Loko is insane. Is the most insane so-called beer for sure. NHRA is running right now too. Yeah, a lot of stuff going on. And early this morning or late last night, however you want to look at it, for sure. The F1 race had a very controversial ending as well. Josh Strickland, I can get your link up. Just give me a description of the channel and I'll find it. It says Stupid Roofer. So they're gonna get you up there. Apple pie. I got a great recipe from an old lady in Bristol. Yeah, apple pie. That's what it's called. So that's the proper. That's what a lot of people like for their moonshine nowadays. And it comes with a little cinnamon stick in it most of the time. Let's see here. Jeff Henson, 5150. There you go. OJ and Toothpaste says, in all honesty, do you see Ty Dillon being released this season or coming back to the 77 next year? I hope that RCR buys out that charter or at least works with Spire or something, and it becomes like at least a satellite RCR car, and they put Austin Hill in it. And I hope that Ty Dillon, for his sake, gets put down there in the Xfinity Series and revives his career in the number 3 for RCR. So I think that would be the best outcome for Ty Dillon. So I hope he gets demoted, but it's from a place of love. I want him to go down to the Xfinity Series and build his confidence back up. Let's see. TJ Moorshed says, "Hey BB, Stuart Haas cars for the win today. So glad ski season is done as well." So hey, there you go. Stuart Haas. Let's see. Kevin Harvick has good numbers here. I didn't look at Briscoe and the rest of them. But let's see here. Clint Boyer always ran good here, so I would expect Ryan Preece to have a pretty good run as well. Eric Almirola has an average finish of 11.4, so the Stuart Haas cars are going to be good here. Good pickup on that, TJ. Let's see here. Josh Strickland, thanks for the advertisement. Hey, no problem, man. I try to help out as many people as I can because getting started on YouTube is one of the toughest things. Getting that first 1,000 is probably one of the hardest things to do, without a doubt. My AW is a KFC, says Jeff Henson. So get some A&W root beer with his KFC. A&W running away with this thing at 73%. You know what? I'm gonna throw the white towel in and call it. A&W wins it. A&W is the root beer that most people on the channel prefer. So there you go. I'm gonna read a few more of these, and then we're gonna call it a day. I will be here after the race. I'll let everybody do their. I think Brock Beard and Iceberg do theirs. I'll try to let them finish theirs, and then I'll jump on with my live stream. But I'm not gonna go too late. So I will be on after the race. But read these last few, and then I'm going to check out of here. Thumbs up if you're enjoying a cold one, enjoying the stream, says Jack. Stupid Roofer, I got you, my friend. Shah says thumbs up and cheers. David says, I like Super Chicken flag in your background. I appreciate it, man. The old TA, the Trans Am. Let's see. Steven says Ryan Preece for a top 5. I would have bet that at a casino. Yeah, I like the way you're thinking there. A&W all day, says Roofer. T-Van, Ty Dillon needs to start finding out how to run the business side of things like Coy Gibbs did, says T-Van. Might not be a bad idea, but I feel like Austin's doing a pretty good job there too, so I don't know. And definitely their dad, Mike Dillon, is I think he's one of the main guys in charge as well. I'll see you guys on the post. Cool. Check y'all out later. Be back for the post. And Jeff Henson saying, smoke them if you got them. And with that, I'll see you guys next time, or I'll see you guys later on tonight. Peace.